feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could take.
Hello, beauties. Welcome, welcome. How are you guys doing? How's your Monday going? Is everyone having a good day? I hope so. It's been a busy day for me, as usual. Let me see here. Hello, Victoria. Hey, Rosie. Hey, ASAP. Hey, daughter and mama for lifers, period, boo. Hey, Peg. Hey, excuse me. Hey, stranger Clegan. Good to see you. Hey, Michelle. Hello, everyone. Everyone who took the time to be here. Thank you. Thank you for coming. So, hey, Ann. Hey, Mwit. We are going to, hey, Juliet, start off. Hey, Kelly, Rachel, Break the Silence, and whoever I missed. Welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Nikki. We are going to start off with Maybay. Now, I love being on here with you guys for 4 or 5 hours, but I'm going to try not to make it that long today because obviously they're long. My live streams are long, but it's just because I love talking to you guys. So obviously they go for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Uh, but these two subjects that I wanted to talk about have been bothering me. So I wanted to talk to you guys about it. And I think it's mostly because of, I guess, for the type of person that I am. Hey, Ashers. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but I do feel like there are some people who don't deserve it. Okay. Hey, Commander. Is it Angelo Fire? How are you? So I'm going to start off with Maybay. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. Over here, we do commentary and makeup. We have a lot of fun. Hi, Science Girls. Good to see you. We have a lot of fun. So make sure you subscribe. I never say that a lot, but yeah, make sure you subscribe. I'm someone that don't even count my subscribers, but yeah, make sure you subscribe. Okay. So, but we would love to have you if you're new here. So, we have an amazing crew over here. So, all right. So, what was I going to say? Oh, so we're going to start off with Maybay. And the reason why is because Maybay is short and Without a Crystal Ball is a little bit longer. Okay. Excuse me. It's good to see you, Science Girl. I've been watching you. I just haven't been talking much, but I've been watching the drama go down. Hey, Keeping Up with KP, Tamara, Care Bear, Mama of Six. It's good to see everyone. I love you guys. So, the reason why I want to start with Maybay is because Maybay is somebody that I covered probably. Oh my God, when did I cover Maybay? Maybe a month and a half ago. And it was a very interesting topic because Maybay to me is that type of person where I used to watch her back in the day. I did. I actually really used to enjoy watching her until I started seeing some of the things that she was doing. Now, when I covered Maybe, the reason why I was covering her along with everyone else, hey Monroe, is because she lives poly life. She has a husband and she has a wife. And they are also she lives a poly life, so it is open to having other females as partners because Maybay is bisexual, so she has other females as partners. Maybay's daughter, I'm pretty sure she's in her early 20s. She is exactly the same way as her mother. She lives a poly life. Well, regardless, the reason why she pretty much went viral is because she ended up kissing one of her daughter's girlfriends, longtime girlfriends. It was a mess, you guys, but a lot of people were covering it. It was very interesting to watch. Like, how could you go so low as to kiss one of your daughter's girlfriends, somebody that she loves, to betray your daughter like that? I think it was very interesting and fascinating. And this is the internet, and it's something that I chose to do commentary on at that time. So then, the reason why I want to do commentary on her today is because of two reasons. Number one, I don't believe that these things with Maybay are real. And I'm going to show you. So Maybay does like a mentorship program, and it's where just let's just say me as a creator, she charges $500, and what she does is she'll give you exposure, and I think that she guarantees or promises that you will be that your channel, whatever it is that you choose to do, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or whatever, will grow. Maybay has a platform pretty much everywhere, YouTube, Instagram, and she does good. Like I said, I used to watch her back in the day. But there's just some things that I don't understand. I just don't understand it. But regardless, she never used to be too much about drama. But now every day with her is drama. Every single time that she comes on YouTube, she's confronting somebody. Every single time that she does something on Facebook, it's usually confronting somebody, but mostly YouTube. And every single time she does a YouTube video live stream, because she does live streams mostly, every single time it is a paid video. Like, it's a paid sponsorship video. Now, I'm not hating. Get your money, boo. Okay, get your money. But the point is I think that when you purposely orchestrate drama for views, and then you have these content creators that are paying you $500 is a lot of money to pay someone to get exposure. And you have all of these like drama channels, you know, talking about you, and that's the only reason why she went viral. I seriously question if the whole thing went down with her daughter. Was that real or was it fake? Now, the person who covers this the most is the Chisme Report, which I love his channel. He's been covering Maybay, and he does a good job at covering her. But not too long ago, and I know that this is something that's old, but it's new to me, and I'm going to introduce it to people that don't know. Recently, her influencer chat got leaked. Maybay's influencer chat got leaked. And I want to show you something. And I want to show you something else that I feel is a huge question that I guess I have always questioned this about her, but I never really addressed it because I look at things differently than other people. So hold on, let me pull something up real quick. If you hear radio silence, that's only because it's on mute, so I won't have you guys hearing the clicking noise. But let me be clear here. Let me be clear. I'm not against poly life. I'm not against, you guys know I stand with the LGBTQ plus community. Okay. I stand with them. I have friends that are transgender. I have gay gay friends, all that stuff. I don't care about the poly life thing. You know, I do find it kind of questionable because she's bisexual, so she's bringing all these women. But what about, I guess her man benefits from it too. Her husband benefits from it too. But still, like, why can't he bring, well, never mind. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because he's not bisexual. Like it. All I'm saying is that I'm not against it. It's just there's some questionable things to me. Like there's some things that just I don't know. I don't know. But let me go ahead and pull up what I'm going to pull up. 1 second here. Radio silence. Sorry, guys. I forgot my TikTok password. Hold on. That's my fault. Who makes all their passwords the same? Let me know. That's my bad. So hold on 1 second. Let me bring this up and share my screen. Just have to find it. I did screenshot it, but I had to delete it because my phone is completely full. I don't make my passwords the same because I get scared. Like, I'm so paranoid when it comes to that type of stuff, which I probably should because it just doesn't make any sense to have. Like, most of my passwords are the same, but then some of them are different. Sometimes I'll forget that they're the same. And I'll create another one. Then I'll be like, oh shit. Because I sure as hell don't remember my TikTok password. I had to sit here for a minute like, what the fuck? I'm bad with it. So hold on. All this is I want to show you guys a picture of her chat. Like this woman really seriously did go viral, like big time. So there's a lot of people that do commentary on her. And I think one of the biggest things that Maybe says is everyone is getting clout off of her name. But here's the thing. This is YouTube. And once you look at her group chat, it's like, you know that people are going to feed off of whatever drama you put out there, right? So if you're putting drama out there that you messed around with your daughter's girlfriend, and might I mention that she was very young, of course people are going to talk about that because you're an influencer. And of course people are going to want to gain subscribers off that because you are an influencer. And from what I was told, she just literally, didn't she just hit like 1 million on TikTok? Somebody told me, which is great. Congratulations. I don't hate on people. Okay. I don't hate on people. I want to see women succeed. The problem that I have with her is that I feel that she's doing things in a very shady way. I feel like she has told a lot of lies, but she claims that she's not a liar. And those kind of things bother me. I don't like people who orchestrate drama. Just, she's 20. Yeah, 20 years old. Maybe is in her 40s. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, that's a big, like, that's just wrong to me. That's wrong. It just seems like there's a lot of places where I've lost respect for her. Let's put it that way. Hold on one second. Like, there's so many videos about her, you guys, on TikTok, on Facebook. But I think that this is what she wants. You know what I mean? Like, I think that these are things that she makes up. And it works for her. Okay, found it. Whoops. So, hold on, let me share my screen here. Hey, Flamingo 101, how are you? Hey, Smiles, Rebecca. It's good to see you guys. Okay, one second.
This is what she had to say to them. What do y'all think? Sound off in the comments. I know a lot of y'all are thinking this is all fake for money, and I think you might be right.
Influencer chat.
For those of you following the Maybe drama, it looks like her influencers leaked their chat, and this is what she had to say to them. What do y'all think? Sound off in the comments. I know a lot of y'all are thinking this is all fake for money, and I think you might be right.
Program to where she tries to.
For those of you following the Maybe drama, it looks like her influencers leaked their chat, and this is what she had to say to them. What do y'all think? Sound off in the comments. I know a lot of y'all are thinking this is all fake for money, and
all I remember
you might be right.
That was $500.
For those of you following the Maybe drama, it looks like her influencers leaked their chat, and this is what she had to say to them.
It says,
what do y'all think? Sound off in the comments.
If you want,
I know a lot of y'all are thinking this is all fake for money,
for
and
everyone else.
I think you might be right.
Okay. And this is
for those of you following the Maybe drama, it looks like her influencers leaked their chat, and this is what she had to say to them. What do y'all think? Sound off in the comments. I know a lot of y'all are thinking this is all fake for money, and I think you might be right.
But the reason why I wanted to
For
show
those
you
of you
guys
following the Maybay drama, it looks like her
is
influencers
because
leaked their chat, and this is what she
there's
had to
no
say to
sound,
them.
you guys.
What do y'all think? Sound off in the comments. I know a lot of y'all are thinking this is all fake
You
for
shouldn't be able
money,
to hear any
and
sound.
I think you might be right. For those of you following the Maybay drama, it looks like her influencers leaked their chat, and this is what she had to say to them.
Oh yeah.
What do y'all think? Sound off in the comments. I know a lot of y'all are thinking.
Sorry about that, you guys. I don't know why it was like that. Can you guys hear me now? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay, good. Okay, so let me rewind this again. I think it's my mic, you guys. All right. If my mic goes in and out, please let me know. So let me play this here again. I didn't know that there was any sound because I couldn't hear it myself. All right.
For those of you following the Maybay drama, it looks like her influencers leaked their chat, and this is what she had to say to them. What do y'all think? Sound off in the comments. I know a lot of y'all are thinking this is all fake for money, and I think you might be right. For those of you
So as you guys can see, it says
following the Maybay drama, it looks like her influence.
It says, y'all can make beef with me if you want to get your numbers up. It's working for everyone else. So to me, I think that she fakes this stuff. I think the whole thing with her daughter may have been fake. I think that all these influencers, which I'm about to show you guys in a minute, all these influencers who have been having beef with her, I think it's fake. And if you notice, all of these influencers that have had beef with Maybay have been a part of her, what do you call it? Internship program, whatever it is, influencer program. All of these influencers are now beefing with her. And every single time I seen Brandy is pregnant. Every single time that she has, made a video, it's in response to these influencers that used to be a part of her program and mentorship program. And the thing is that people will ask her in the comments, they will be like, why would people pay $500 just to beef with you? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, exactly, Brandy's pregnancy lines up with beef. Exactly. Why would these, influencers sign up, pay $500 only to ultimately beef with her? Because it's benefiting them. And I'm about to show you. I think this is people need to quit. I understand if it's real, okay, it's real, and people start talking about it. But when somebody orchestrates things behind the scene and it's all fake beef, come on now. Come on. Make it make sense. So let me look this up real quick. I want to show you guys something. What am I doing? Why am I typing on YouTube when the damn app is right in front of me? Let me see here. Talk amongst yourselves. There's some more tea coming about that cat lady. Cat lady says, I loved when her sister was alive. Her sister was so sweet, and I loved watching the video she did when the Nita, but now it's pure trash. It seemed as though, when her sister was alive, that things were a lot different. They paid 750. I thought it was more than that. Or I thought it was less than that. My bad. 750. Shit. Like that's just But the thing is that even there are things, and this is all alleged, you guys, and I had seen another TikTok where they were talking about, and I guess she said she's going to show proof where her sister wasn't as ill as she portrayed her sister to be. Now, that I'm not saying that that's true. I would hope that she wouldn't do something like that, but that's just what I heard. Because she did that, obviously, because they're saying she did that to get attention. So let me pull up. Okay. Let me share my screen here. Now, I want to take this influencer for an example, okay? Now, this influencer, I think she's based mostly on Facebook, and she was beefing with May. She was also a part of May's mentorship program, okay? Now, all of a sudden, they start beefing. She starts doing videos about May, but I want you guys to look, okay? The name of her channel is Nikki Struggle, I'm sure. If you want to watch that or subscribe. And it says here, look at how many views she got. 22K views. That's a lot of views for someone who really hasn't made any content besides May. Look at this. You guys looking at this here? What she did post 8 days ago. But these are pretty much the only videos or live streams that she's done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she got Maybe Life Tried It Again, round 2, 16K. Maybe Life is a Fraud, 22K. Right there, I don't think she was talking about that. And then let's talk about why I was blocked from Facebook, which was 2.1K. So to me, let me see something here. She's been on here since October 29, 2019, which that doesn't mean she was making videos that whole time. But what I'm trying to say is that to me, this really lines up with what I'm saying. They're making serious coin in Facebook. She shared her 40. Holy shit. Wow. But yet 2 months ago, she was asking her viewers for money. She was asking her viewers for money. So can we make this make sense here? Because she wanted to get a new house. We talked about that on the live that I did about her. She's asking her viewers for money because the house that she wanted was very, very expensive. And you're pulling in that. The last thing you should be doing is asking your viewers for money. Okay. That's just crazy. But all I'm saying is that I don't know what's going on Facebook, but I am, because I'm going to start uploading on my Facebook as well. But just like here, 22K views, 16K, and she was a part of May's mentorship program. And there's more. There's a whole bunch of her ex-influencers. Maybe they still are, who knows, that she's just all of a sudden starts beefing with them. They all start talking about her, and then they're making videos about her. She's going back and forth with them, and it's drama. And to me, it's orchestrated, and it makes sense to me. But if you have a mentorship program, okay, you shouldn't be telling your influencers that they can start beef with you in order to get to a certain point. To me, that's not a good mentorship program. And I'll tell you why. Because what happens when they're not beefing with you? That's not setting an influencer up for success. That's setting them up for whenever they talk about you, that's when their views will be up. Whenever they're not talking about you, their views are going to be down, which is this Nikki Struggle is proof of that. Now, I don't know Nikki Struggle. She's cute. I like her hair here. I don't have anything against her. All I'm saying is this is more just regarding May. If you have a mentorship program, you need to do better than that, especially if you're charging 500, 750, whichever one it is. If you're charging that much money, you need to be setting them up for success and not to just get their views up temporarily. You're supposed to set them up for success, period. Period. Not just to have beef with you. Okay, yeah, that's going to get their numbers up, but not permanently. And I think that happens with a lot of influencers, like even with myself. You know what I'm saying? Like when I talk about Without a Crystal Ball, of course my views are going to be higher than if I'm talking about true crime, because people like the commentary that I do Without a Crystal Ball, that I do on Without a Crystal Ball, and she is a bigger influencer. Okay. And then you have, you know, if I talk about, there's not even just myself. There's people who talk about Molly Golightly, and their views are going to be higher than if they're talking about something completely different, you know? So I understand how that works, but you still, no matter what, and this is something that I've had to tell myself, this is something that I've had to coach myself about, which is I literally have to be that person to navigate it all. And what I mean by navigating it is I can't care if I only have 50 people in here when I'm talking about true crime, or 30 people or 20, then versus, you know, 100 people or 200 or whatever. If I'm talking about Without a Crystal Ball, you still have to balance it out. You cannot just have focus on one person unless you want to, unless that's what you want your channel to be. But if you have somebody paying $500 and $750 to be a successful influencer, then you want to set them up for success. And helping them is not by saying, hey, talk about me, your numbers will go up. That to me is a fraud. Okay. Everyone May Kelly knows has their own platforms. See, I think you're expecting too much from these raggedy people. You're probably right, Commander. If we look back at the timeline, right around the time she needed the money for exactly Cat Lady, exactly right around the time she needed the money for her closing costs is right when the big beef with Tati started. Coincidence? I doubt it. And I don't believe in coincidences either. She said she needed the money in by a certain day, so she needed to borrow it real quick and would pay it back if they asked. Okay, but I don't feel that you should be asking listen, when you make as much money as she does, you should not be asking that your supporters for money. Okay, I'm sorry. And I'm pretty sure that it was the Chisme report who had said this too. That is just the wrong way to go. Like, we're probably going to be going into a recession. Hopefully not. There's a lot of horrible things that are going on right now. And I don't think that it's right to ask other people ask your supporters for money like that when you're pulling in. She's pulling in more money than the average, you know, outstanding citizen. She really is. So I don't think that that's fair to do something like that, which I had a problem with that when she did it anyway. They're makings. Okay, I read that. What happens when everyone eventually finds out the truth and the money train runs dry? Exactly, Victoria. You have to think about things long term, and to me, it's like, even if she does move into the house, like the house that she wants, that she obviously can't afford, because you're like, I'm sorry, I just think that's wrong. But even if she was to move into that house, okay, fine. So if she moves into that house, right? What happens, just like Victoria said, when the money eventually runs dry? That's the thing about being an influencer. It's up and down, you guys. It's always going to be up and down, especially when you're a real influencer. When you are a person who tries to come on here and keep it real no matter what, people are going to have a problem with you, and people are going to come and go. They're going to unsubscribe from you. You have demon creators like Mega Mouth who tells her people to unsubscribe from you. Like, I'm just saying, those things happen. It's a bumpy ride, and it's not always gonna be good. It's not always going to be money constantly coming in. $40,000, that's a lot of damn money, though. That's money where you can plan. Okay, $40,000, come on, that is a lot of money. There's a video of the realtor that was helping her that decided not to help her. Really? If I were watching her and she said that, I would have unsubbed right away. That's what I'm saying. I would have too. Well, it made me look at her differently, even so. So I'm going to touch on one thing, but I think this pretty much proves it. I think money can't buy you class, it seems. Amen. Amen. And I think people think that, when you become an influencer, there is a certain point, that you do start making a little bit of money. And it's great. It's really great. But in the same sense, it's not consistent. It's never going to be consistent. No matter how much you beg people, which I never do that. I would never do that. No matter how much, I don't expect anything from anyone, because that's not why I'm here. I'm here because I love doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? And I've also found that sometimes when, people do give to you, like if I'm giving to someone, or if I give a super chat, or if I'm a member, or I'm a part of a person's Patreon, I don't expect things in return, and I think that's what a lot of influencers are like. And it's what a lot of influencers have to deal with, and a lot of subscribers have to deal with. That's why you have to remain classy through it all. Because yes, I love the Chisholm Report. Because if you don't, it will blow up in your face. You cannot expect things from people. You can't expect things from people in return, and you shouldn't do things for people because you're expecting something in return. That's not the way life works. And I think with Maybay making that much money, and that's just what the Chisme report said, she makes a good amount of money. To sit there and ask your subs for money with that much money that you got coming in, and even if you had a bad month, you still should be planning. But yet here she was, she got liposuction, she got all these things done to herself. Okay, that costs money. Or maybe sometimes influencers get offered to get certain procedures to promote that doctor, which is understandable. But if that's not always the case, to me, if you're pulling in that much money, and maybe 1 month you're not having so much of a good month, all of that money that you're pulling in, that's because you're supposed to save. You're supposed to put something to the side for a rainy day. And some people don't do that. They get that much money, they want to splurge, they want to live the lifestyle. And to me, and I'm not saying that this is true, but Maybay strikes me as that type of person where she wants to live that lifestyle. If you didn't want to live that type of lifestyle, then why in the fuck would you get a house that you obviously can't afford if you're asking your supporters for money to make the down payment? right? Oh, thank you, Victoria. You're destined for success, Tia. You're always people classy. Thank you, Victoria, and so are you. You're so beautiful. I would be scared my channel would get taken down. Then what you're gonna do for money? Exactly. Exactly. What a waste on things that aren't long term. Eventually the money will end / stop coming in. Then what? That's what I'm saying. I think when you're an influencer, don't get me wrong, you can be successful off of it. I definitely manifest that. But in the same sense, I wouldn't depend on it because I just don't think that YouTube is reliable like that until you start getting into the millions. When you start getting into the millions, that's different. But until you get there, it's just not reliable, in my opinion. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys one more thing, and then we'll go on to Without a Crystal Ball. And the reason why I want to show you guys this is because this is something that I will be talking about next time with Maybe. It's a more important topic. So let me pull this up. Okay, hold on. Let me pull this up here and share my screen. You guys hear that clicking noise? It's so annoying. Let me show this first. Let me show this first.
Do is pretend that I understand your pain, Black women. What I won't do is pretend that I've been through that pain. What I won't do is pretend that it's not real. But what I will do is constantly stand up for you and constantly raise my daughter, which is a Black queen, to know what this world is capable of and to know how to do better. So, like I said, if I disrespected anybody by me wearing braids, that's never my intention. Yes, I do know that your ancestors wore braids to hide dried rice and seeds to be able to feed their children during slavery. Yes, I do know that African culture also wore different braids to identify what clans they belong to. I know about the Black culture. I grew up in it. I come from a Black foster home. This is all I know. Don't judge me either. What I won't do is pretend that I understand your pain, Black women. What I won't do is pretend that I've been through that pain. What I won't do is pretend that it's not real. But what I will do is constantly stand up for you and constantly raise my daughter, which is a Black queen, to know what this world is capable of and to know how to do better. So, like I said, if I disrespected anybody by me wearing braids, that's never my intention. Yes, I do know that your ancestors wore braids to hide dried rice and seeds.
Okay, so there's a reason why I'm showing this here. So, and I'll show you in a minute. Damn it. Get me a damn strike, these people. Let me turn this on. Okay, so a lot of people have been, especially on TikTok, pretty much saying that maybe, and I'll show you. I'm actually just going to show you on here because I can't find the damn thing. Hold on. Pretty much saying that maybe is culture appropriating because she wears braids. If you haven't noticed, maybe the hairstyles that she wears is very much from African Americans. So I want to know what you guys think of this, but let me pull up this other video. I don't think that's it. Hold on. I have my own opinion about this, but let me show you this other video first. Obviously, this is a serious topic, but it's a topic that needs to be discussed. I like to hear other people's opinions about it as well. So let me pull this up, see if I can find the damn thing. God dang it. No, nobody's on panel. That's just me showing this real quick. But I feel like I needed to show her response. And if you guys look at my bait, and thank you to the person who sent me the email. I don't know if you want me to say your name. I will show you. Okay. I will show you how much Maybay has made. Thank you. Shout out to the person that sent this to me. Love you. This is a lot of fucking money, you guys, to be asking your subscribers. Like, I can't. I can't. So please make me understand how people can donate to someone who makes this good money. This is good money. And like I said, I don't hate on nobody. You making money, do your thing. But oh my Lord. Okay, hold on. Let me bring this up. But if you guys pay attention to Maybay's hairstyles, they're very nice. She can slay a wig. You know, she can slay a wig. I love the way she does her wigs and stuff. But I'm not being negative, booty shots. If I was being negative, I could say a lot of mean things. I'm not saying mean things, I'm keeping it real. And there are some things that I do not approve or like. And as a commentator, I have a right to commentate on that. So, and it's not being negative. If I was being negative, then I would be saying horrible things. That's what negativity is. Negativity is talking about her looks, talking about the way she acts and all that kind of stuff. That's not what I'm doing. I'm talking about the things that have been put out on the internet by her and allegedly, maybe, possibly orchestrated by her for profit. So wait a second. Let me see if I saved this. So it's really not being negative. Exactly, calm down. Okay, for profit, but art. She's married to a black man and identifies as a black person. Hey, I'm not against you, chill. This is the way I talk. Trust me, I'm not yelling. So don't tell me to chill, for one. Don't do that. For two, I understand that she is married to a black man. I understand that. And I think that's great. As long as she's being authentic. If that's not who she really is, that's her deal. I'm just a believer in always be who you truly are. I agree, Ajay. Um, if she's e-begging, no, I don't like that. My opinion. What did I miss? I was waiting and then got caught up doing bedtime routine. That's completely understandable. You did not miss much, sweetheart. Let this woman earn her bank. You are, we are all. It's cool, but we can agree to disagree and still talk. Yes, we can. We can. So if you are listening to me, what I'm trying to say is this is why. Like, it's first of all, if I was being negative, I wouldn't have shown this video. Okay. Now, I understand that there are people who grew up, there are white people who grew up in the black culture and just like, you know, our hairstyles and things like that. I understand that. Then you look at people like the Kardashians, that's a different story. That's a completely different story. So I think with some people, they look at it as in maybe is purposely perpetrating and trying to be somebody that she's not. I don't think that she is, you guys. I personally think that, and I'll show you this next video as soon as I can find the fucking video, if I can even find it. But I think that there are some people who are allowed to wear whatever, not some people, anybody can wear any type of hairstyle they want to wear. Okay. But then you have people like Kim Kardashian. Let me just use somebody like her for an example. Okay. Kim Kardashian wore cornrows. Okay. And she said that she got this from Bo Derek. Now, if you don't know who Bo Derek is, she's an actress who wore cornrows in a movie. And that's fine, you know, but that's not where cornrows come from. Give credit to where the credit is due. Oh, Lord Kardashian is the wannabe Black, but I think she has just adjusted and comfortable with Black culture. I agree. I agree with that, Booty Shots. I agree. I don't think that she purposely is being something that she's not. There's a difference. There's a difference between, you know, growing up in Black culture, loving Black culture, loving, you know, our hairstyles, things like that, giving the credit to where it's due, which she just did right here in the video, then versus stealing from Black culture, culture appropriation, profiting off of Black culture, but not giving credit to where it's due. And I don't get that from May. Now, if you disagree, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear what you have to say. All opinions are always welcomed in my comment section, and you guys know that. Okay, so please, as long as you're respectful, we can always agree to disagree. Then there are people who disagree, which I can't find the damn video. Let me see if I saved the damn video. Okay, I found it. So let me look him up here. Yay, I saved it. Okay, so let me look him up. Feel free to give your opinion. Like, I'm so crazy sometimes. Why didn't I just look on my own? Like, I don't know what's wrong with me, you guys, today. What's today? Monday? That's what it is. That is what it is, you guys.
I popped on social media because of my personality. I didn't have to use anybody or bash anybody to get.
I gang here. This is no tea, no shade. I think you're a beautiful woman, but I think that's debatable if you would have the platform that you have if you did not cosplay the personality of a Black woman. I don't think that you would have that if you were stripped bare. Sorry. See, I noticed that you wear a lot of hairstyles that are representative in African-American culture, and Black women have lost their jobs and are fighting lawsuits to this very day for simply wearing the hair that grows out of their scalp and for wearing braids. So for you, it's just another day. You can get away with this shit with no repercussions. But for Black women living that atrocity, it's disappointing. But I blame some of y'all because y'all be in the comment section geeking some of these people up. Yes, and you're invited to the cookout. And this is why I strongly believe that there are aspects of our culture that we simply need to gatekeep. But go off.
Well, that's for being okay. So, Tia, can I have an email? Please say email story. If you don't see it, please. Yes, I will put my email down here. Okay. So, I think that's more or less what a lot of people are saying, just like him, is that me personally, thank you, Stranger Clegan, I appreciate that. Me personally, I don't think that she is purposely acting any sort of way. Now, me personally, I don't believe in acting a race. Okay. Race is not Since when is race attributed to intelligence or anything like that? I don't believe that you can act a race. However, I do think that the way that she acts is just the way that she acts. And I think people sometimes can misconstrue that if they don't know a person. I've actually watched May Baby before, like back in the day when she first started. And I don't think that she purposely acts like this. I think that this is just how she acts. This is who she is. So as far as the, black hairstyles, things like that, I don't feel like she is capitalizing on it. However, I do personally feel in one aspect that I do agree with this man who just did a video. I will put his link in the description as long as I remember. But the reason why I say that is because I do not think that if she didn't have this type of personality, and she has a great personality, but I do think that if she didn't act the way that she does, I don't think that she would be where she's at. That's just my opinion. And the reason why I know that is because I actually used to be friends with someone. Her name was Jamie. And she used to be an influencer just like myself. I feel supported and encouraged here. There are people, so are you. What's the matter? Hold on, I can't see up here. I will look when I'm done here. Broke as hell. Aw. I'm sorry, ASAP. So her name was Jamie, and she was an influencer on Facebook. She started doing makeup live streams when it all started, just like me. And she was very much, she had that personality like Maybay. And it seemed like with her, she started acting really, really different though. Very different. And then she ended up getting braids in her hair. And one day I was talking to her on the phone because we used to talk on the phone and stuff. And she told me, because as soon as she got braids in her hair, she blew up, you guys, on Facebook. She blew up as soon as she got braids. And when I was talking to her on the phone one day, her exact words were, the only reason why I blew up is because of the way that I act and because of my braids. She's like, if I didn't have these braids, I would not have the following that I have. She literally straight up admitted it. So of course she's going to intensify the way that she acts, which got her even more followers on Facebook. And we both started at the same time. So, and she was very, very, very beautiful white woman. But you can tell that she acted this way, which was very ignorant to me, which is why I stopped talking to her. You can tell that she acted this way to get attention. So everyone's intrigued by something. And I do truly feel like there's a lot of reasons as to why Maybay is definitely successful. However, I do feel and agree with the man that just spoke on TikTok. I don't think she'd be where she is if she didn't act the way that she does. So I'm about to show you guys one more thing here. And I'm not done talking about this. Like, I'm not saying that I'm going to cover all of this in one day, because I'm not. There's a lot of things that I want to talk about with May. But I do truly feel like, excuse me, there's a lot of things that are questionable about her. And there are a lot of things that I don't agree with. It seems as though she has changed a lot from when she first started. And I understand people get successful and they change. However, I feel like success should make you better. It shouldn't make you worse. That's how I feel. So let me share my screen here. And I want people to tell me again, anyone who can disagree with me, please tell me, tell me again that this woman, like, is needs to be asking her audience for money. So this all started, she made this much here. Okay, hold on. So when this beef started, you guys, this is how much she made. 116K. Minutes, 67 million. 1 minute views, 8 million. Video engagement, 2 million. That's a lot. And this is all, you guys, all when this beef started. So here, put these little things together here, okay? She asked her audience for money, okay, because she wants to get this house that is completely, obviously, something that she can't afford if she's asking her supporters for money, which really she shouldn't be asking her supporters for money, regardless. Then this beef starts. She makes this much during this whole beef, right? You guys don't think that's like a coincidence, too much of a coincidence to be true? Is this whoever sent this to me, please let me know if this is Facebook or YouTube. And to me, it looks like it is Facebook, but hold on. This looks like Facebook to me. Okay. I think it's Facebook. Okay, so overall, this is what she made. And this is all during that beef. Whenever, and actually my friend Robbie told me this a long time ago, okay? Whenever you make money on YouTube, you need to make sure you're putting money aside for taxes. If you're not, it's going to bite you in the ass. Make sure you are paying your taxes, okay? Because you know how the IRS don't play. They're going to get their money, and they will hit you all at once. Hold on. Let me see if I can make this bigger. I should be able to make it bigger. There you go. Can you see it now? That is a lot of motherfucking money. Okay. And kudos to her for making this much money. But let's be real here. This beef was started purposely. That's just my opinion. Okay. And I really do have a problem with asking your subscribers for money when you're making this kind of money. Okay. So you may not have been making this type of money prior to the beef, right? Prior to the beef. But regardless, that's a lot of fucking money. And I know you were probably making at least half of that, right? So, no, that's the problem I have. That is the problem. So, but yes, this looks like Facebook to me. Hold on one second here so you guys can see this better too. I personally think that this beef, wait a minute, was started purposely for this. I think she knew this was going to happen. I think she's a smart businesswoman, and I think that she knew that if she orchestrated this beef, that this was going to happen. If it's honest, that's one thing, but asking for it is like scamming. It is. That's not even including sponsorships or any business deals. Yep, Joanne. Mm-hmm. When she was on Exposed and other pages and people wanted to follow the drama, they went and clicked on all her pages, which brought them all that money per click. Follow reaction. Yep. And that's just one of her pages. I personally think now, all of this drama happens, but who's she doing TikToks with now? Who's she doing TikToks with now? Her daughter. Everything's fine now. I think that now, maybe it was put out there that it was fake. Maybe she admitted to it. I don't know. But hey, I'm late on it then if she admitted to it. But that's a lot of motherfucking money. And she knew exactly what she was doing. To me, I feel like that whole thing with kissing my daughters, I think it was a setup, you guys. I think it all was planned, all orchestrated, and she knew what was going to happen. I think she was definitely able to buy that without begging, but she probably saw others making money off something similar and just wanted to cash in on the opportunity for even more money. Exactly. And they will hear this advice and still go spend it on Christmas gifts and for themselves. Exactly, D-Lynn. Exactly. Really, I can't believe there would actually be a market for that. My conscience wouldn't let me get by with it. They just announced her daughter's girlfriend is pregnant. Exactly. ASMR 69 sponge, and that is more money for her. That's more money. Because if you really think about it, okay, so now her daughter's girlfriend is pregnant or whatever. So then that's going to turn into some drama. And then like people need to stop feeding into this type of things. These type of things, I understand drama, clicks, view. It's very entertaining to watch drama. I get it. But to me, I started figuring out that it was fake probably midway with all this whole thing. I'm just like, something ain't right here. Some things just aren't adding up. And then when you start putting two and two together, you're just like, okay, this is all from the beef. This is what she made. So I think people need to think twice, at least before donating money to her. She doesn't need it. I promise you. And this is not me being hateful. This is not me being spiteful. This is me saying, keep your own damn money. This woman is making enough money. She doesn't need your money. All she needs for you to do is keep clicking on all her videos and she'll get paid. Okay? She will get paid. I don't know one person in my life currently that would have donated their cash to this woman. People did. I seen the video. I actually showed the video on my first video that I did about her, which I will link as long as I remember to. I will link it in the description. Oh, I got so much work I'm behind on, but I will link it for you. She definitely did. Throughout a whole video, she's telling people, I need a down payment for a house, and people were donating to her. You know, people do like her, and I get it. She is very entertaining, but to me, like when you have this, and this is not just like she said, this is not even including the sponsorships. Okay, this is not including people who probably may still be donating to her. This is not including none of these things, these extra things. Keep that shit in mind before you just give your money away to somebody. Be careful. You don't know how much, like, these are weird. She is an influencer, you guys. Yes, Sherry. She is an influencer. And once you get to a certain place, especially on Facebook, you guys, Facebook pays more than YouTube. It just does. Why do you think the Chisme Report is more on Facebook now than he is YouTube? Their AdSense, or whatever you want to call it, whatever Facebook calls it, they pay more than YouTube. They just do. So, and that is Maybay's main platform. So before you think about donating, giving money to this woman, please don't. She don't need it. And that's what I have a problem with. Those are the things I have a problem with. The culture appropriation, to me personally, I do think that May grew up, in the African-American culture. And I think that that's just what she gravitates to, what she likes. And I don't think she purposely acts like this or she's perpetrating or anything like that. But I do think that she wouldn't be where she is if she didn't act like that. But all of these now, pay attention to all the drama that happens, especially around Christmas time, okay? Christmas time is coming up, you guys. So I just don't agree with orchestrated drama. If it's real, genuine drama, okay. But when you're orchestrating it, that is being deceitful to your audience. That is pretty much grifting, in my opinion. I don't like that. I think that's sneaky and I think it's snaky. I don't agree with it. So sad. I know so many people that are so grateful to be gifted a tent as a home. Amen. Me too. But yes, that's a month's check, you guys. You get paid every month. I don't think Facebook is different when it comes to that, when they do the payout. I just don't agree with the orchestrated drama, and I will never agree with that. That's what I was just about to say. The scams are about to get worse all around from everywhere because of Christmas. I know people are going to start getting more dramatic and start trying to orchestrate as much drama as they can. And I'm not saying she's the only influencer that does this. A lot of influencers do, including Megamouth. You know, people get more, elaborate as different times of where you need more money. And I'm not saying she's the only person that's doing it. This is just me exposing her today. I always expose Megamouth, and there's other influencers that do, and I will talk about that as well. I was homeless, never asked for a cent, lived in a tent. Well, I'm glad that you are no longer homeless, Carrie. And I think that is very, but I'm sure people did try to give money to you when you were homeless. And to me, even when I didn't have a dime to my name, I'm a single mother with 2 kids. I never asked nobody for anything, so you're a beautiful person, and I'm glad that you're no longer homeless anymore. I saw Occasion Cooking Mommy page on Facebook. That chick used to use whatever means to make a live. It was sickening. Her small kids would be on without her, and her pervs would be talking to them. Holy shit. Who are you talking? Is this an influencer on Facebook? Tia, it's like a fake TV show. There should be a warning label at the start of each show. It should, because if you notice, it's gonna get more dramatic. Just keep watching. Like Megamouth. It's gonna get more dramatic because drama sells, you guys. People love drama. It is what it is. So let's move on here. Hold on, I gotta get one thing real quick, and then we'll move on to Without a Crystal Ball. Is that why they state for entertainment purposes? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's always good, to be successful. I think that's always the goal, to gain success here on YouTube and to manifest and to reach your fullest potential and to be able to earn a better living for you and your family, or just for yourself if you don't have a family and you're a creator. And I'm all for that. But I feel like once you start orchestrating things and you're asking your supporters for money when you are an influencer, and influencers do make a good amount of money. So if you think about that, it makes you look at that person differently. I think with Maybay, she can be entertaining, but I think that there's a lot of things that changed with her. And I think once you get to a certain place, you start getting greedy. And I think it's very important not to get greedy because it will blow up in your face. You know, once you start making so much money, you start expecting it and you start thinking you're entitled to it. And you're not. YouTube is a privilege. I will always say that. Excuse me. Not everyone can have a YouTube, you know, and not everyone has the courage to have a YouTube. All of those things. It's a privilege, and it's up to you with what you choose, how you choose to handle your success. So I think it's important to be careful too, because what goes around comes around. I'm not saying that Maybay has never done anything for her community. Maybe she has. I'm just saying you need to be careful with how greedy you get. And I think that's greed when you're orchestrating things like that behind the scenes just to get clicks and views. Just be your genuine self, you know? I don't know. Joanne, I don't know. I have to look at my thumbnail again. I don't know. They look like sisters, really? I only watch Michelle S. because I know how bipolar is, so I pray she is okay. That's the only reason, but she's also pulling in money. I don't watch Michelle because she triggers me, but I wish her the best. I do. I'm not made for YouTube. I'm happy with my YouTube contribution. Stranger. You will do great at YouTube. Listen, if you want to start a channel, start a channel. It's a wonderful thing to do. You got to work hard. You got to be careful. You have to make sure that you are making your own way, because if you don't, then you have people saying that, trying to take credit for when you get to where you get. You just have to be careful. That's all. I wonder if my dog can make us some money. That's a lot of money, you guys. And there's people that would only dream to have that much money, you know? Like, people would really, really go to a lot of extremes once you start getting greedy, though. But, you know, people would dream to have that much money. I think it's very low to ask your supporters for money when you are making that much money. Now, granted, she made this money when the drama started. However, she was making half of that money. That's still a lot of money, you guys. That's still a lot of money. Okay, so if she was making half that, then maybe she was pulling in 20,000. But then you have to think about, you know, brand deals, and especially with YouTubers get more money when it comes to brand deals. Does that make sense? Like, brand deals, you know what I mean? Partnerships or whatever. I don't know. I'm probably not saying it right. I could pay off my house in about 3 months making that. Yep, Care Bear. And that's the thing too. It's like, once you start making that much money, it's nothing to them. I think that's what's so bothersome, right? Be appreciative of it. You know what I'm saying? And don't live beyond your means. Don't do that. I feel like a lot of YouTubers, they want to put on a show. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to, I don't know. They want to look like they're living that influencer life. Thank you. That influencer life. Okay. So let's get to Without a Crystal Ball. And this is more just me talking about what happened like a month ago, and also why I responded the way that I did. Okay. So hold on one second. Let me pull something up here. Never mind. I can't find it on my messenger. Wait a minute. Let me see here. Okay. I'm just going to have to read it here. That's my phone. Has anybody else's Facebook been acting up lately or no? Or is it just my Facebook? I feel like Facebook is making a lot of changes and it's just, it's weird. It's really, really weird. Yours hasn't? Mine has. Mine has been acting crazy. And I know they're making a lot of changes. I know they're making a lot of changes, but to the meta or whatever the fuck they're doing. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just... Okay. So, I don't show messages, so I'll just read everything to you guys. I'm not going to read everything, but there's a reason why. And I think it's important to talk about this because I don't... When the whole Megamouth thing started, okay, when she did what she did, Megamouth and all the bullshit drama that she started and the way that she started acting and all that kind of stuff, I think a lot of people were just like, wow, I cannot believe that Megamouth did this and, you know, telling people to unsubscribe from me and all that stuff, right? So probably the first couple days within when Megamouth was doing all of the drama that she was doing and causing all the drama that she was causing, within a couple days, I got a message from Without a Crystal Ball. And at first, I didn't believe that it was her. Hold on, there we go. At first, I didn't believe that it was her. First, I got a message on Facebook. And when she messaged me on Facebook, I didn't believe it was her. So I responded like, why are you messaging me pretending to be somebody else? I didn't check to see if it was her or anything. There was a whole bunch of shit going on. People were messaging me back to back because of everything that was going on, all the shit that Megamouth was doing, all the lies that Megamouth was telling on me. And I just didn't check to see if it was her. And probably within a couple hours, I got another message from her. And she said, this is Without a Crystal Ball, you know, and I just wanted to reach out to you. And I didn't realize that she left me that message. Then she left me a message on Instagram. And then when she left me a message on Instagram, that's when I had time to confirm that it was her. And a lot of people reached out to me when all of this stuff was going on, because you got this woman who was at this time bullying me, bashing me, slandering me. And I think a lot of people were like, here's another person that Megamouth is doing this to. Another person to add onto the list that Megamouth has lied on and slandered and bashed and all that kind of stuff. Thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. So I was shocked. I was very shocked when she messaged me. So I'm going to read a couple of the messages, not everything, but basically it says, Tia, I don't know if you checked these messages. I just wanted to reach out and say I'm sorry for the harassment that has been directed your way for speaking up. It's horrible what's happening to you and to so many people. No one should be harassed or degraded for speaking the truth. Okay. I agree. And when she messaged this to me, I was not only surprised, but just because I have done commentary Without a Crystal Ball. So it was very weird when she messaged me because, you know, I've never gotten a message from her before. Any of the commentary that I've done on her, which she doesn't owe me an explanation, but in the same sense, some of the things that she was doing when it came to Ms. Letitia, the things that I didn't like, never gotten a message from her before. But a lot of people, like I said, reached out to me during this time. So I responded and I said, I appreciate that. Megamouth is a piece of shit. However, I can handle it. I've been here before. She is horrible, but she'll never break me. Okay. And here's the thing. I wish that I could give somebody, and it's not like she cares. I'm sure she doesn't care. There's a lot of people that don't like Without a Crystal Ball, including myself. And I don't think she cares. But I would love to give this woman the benefit of the doubt. I would love to. I would love to be able to look at her and say, maybe she's not so bad. Maybe she is just misunderstood. But that would be a lie. See, no matter what, you have to pay attention to the things that people do. You have to pay attention to, my mother has always told me, it doesn't matter what you do when people are around you. Okay. Integrity matters with what you do when nobody's watching. And although I do appreciate her reaching out to me, I would have rather her had said something like, I never meant to hurt Miss Letitia, or I never meant to dox Charlotte on the web, or I never meant to dox this person, or I never meant to lie on that person, or I never meant to slander this person. But instead, she reached out to me saying, I'm sorry that you're going through what you're going through. And although I'm very appreciative that she reached out to me and said that, I am that type of person that I try to stop and say, can I give this person the benefit of the doubt? Can I look at this person and say, you know, wow, maybe she's changed. Maybe she's different. And that's a part of me that I've changed about myself. And the reason why I changed that about myself is because I've done it too many times. And every single time I've done it, it blows up in my face. When people show me who they are, I believe them. Period. And excuse me, when she messaged me, although I was very surprised, in the same sense, I was very disappointed, because maybe it could have came to a point, which it didn't come to that point, that we had a conversation and we talked about everything. But here's my problem here. I've watched Without a Crystal Ball for 3 years do some pretty horrible things. Okay. I've watched her do some very horrible things. I've watched her use a lot of situations, just like Megamouth, for profit, for money. Okay. And she still does those things. And even with the Justice for Vaughn situation, even with that situation, she still did wrong. She still did. Eventually, she changed her mind. But here's the thing. When she changed her mind and chose to gravitate more towards Dre's side and talk more about what's happening with Dre and pretty much talking about how Dre is the victim and things like that, which in a lot of ways, I do believe that Dre has been victimized by Dre McCray, or Dre McCray has been victimized by Megamouth in a lot of ways. But all of those things happened, you guys, coincidentally. Like, those things didn't happen because of her choice. Those things happen at a convenient time when Ms. Letitia chose to part ways with Without a Crystal Ball. When Ms. Letitia chose to part ways, that is when Without a Crystal Ball changed her mind. But we can't forget the things that she did prior to changing her mind. And there are just as, maybe not as much as Megamouth, but there are a good amount of videos of Without a Crystal Ball not only bashing Dre McCray, slandering Dre McCray, making fun of Dre McCray, but also there are videos where she literally talked about Dre's kids, and also screenshots of her accusing Dre McCray of being a murderer. Okay? A schmurderer, sorry. So even though I do appreciate her reaching out and saying it's wrong that Megamouth was harassing me at that time and bashing me, I can never look at Without a Crystal Ball as a decent person. I can only look at her as for who she is. And who she is someone that lies a lot and does a lot of bad things, just like Megamouth, you guys. Just because she's not as bad as Megamouth, she still does horrible things. Okay? And if you don't understand that, and maybe you don't care, I don't know, but if people don't understand that, it's very easy to look her up and do your research. Okay? There is a reason why Without a Crystal Ball is being sued by multiple people, why she has been sued in the past. Okay? Because she lies on people for her own financial gain. She victimizes people for her own financial gain. It's not okay to dox people. It's not okay to slander people and make up lies about people just because you don't like them. It's not okay to do the things that she does, but yet it is kind of, I think Megamouth has done a good job now of showing people that she is way worse. But please don't get it twisted. KJ is bad too. She is. She's done a lot of horrible things, a lot of things that I have watched her do. Okay? She's the reason I started commentary on my channel. She's the reason, because I could not stand to sit back and watch this woman continue to hurt people over and over and over again. So although that was nice of her to reach out to me, I still can never look at her as a person she's just not a decent human being to me. I've seen her make fun of so many people. I've seen her say some very racist statements. I've seen a lot of things that she has done that are very hurtful. Very, very hurtful. I've watched her hurt a lot of people. So the reason why I'm being transparent about her reaching out to me is because I think it's important to be transparent when someone like her, who I've done commentary on, give my opinion on about the things that she's done. I think it's important to be honest and say, hey, she reached out to me at this time, and it was surprising when she reached out to me, but in the same sense, I still feel like it wasn't genuine. Maybe it was, maybe she was coming from a genuine place, but it's hard for me to believe that it's coming from a genuine place because I've done commentary about Without a Crystal Ball, and never once has she ever said anything about that commentary. But once she sees that I'm getting bashed and slandered and, people trying to bully me, that's when she reaches out to me. So I think that hopefully one day she does change, but I don't think that she's ever going to change. Just like even recently with the whole Aaron Carter thing. She has said some things about Aaron Carter in the past, but now since Aaron Carter has passed away, she's singing a different tune. She's just not someone. And if you are someone who thinks, Tia, I think she was genuine, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. However, I beg to differ, and I would also ask anybody who sits there and says that you think that she was genuine, how long have you known her? That's what I would ask you, because I may not know her personally, but I know the things that I've watched her do over, my God, the past few years. And popping in to say hello, show support, will be listening with my eyes closed. Thank you, Big Apple. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping in. That message is sheer BS and impossible that she was genuinely sorry, in my opinion. And she wasn't, well, she was saying she was sorry because of everything that I was going through. Nobody, and she's right. Nobody deserves to be talked about, slandered, bashed just because they spoke the truth. And that's all I did. But in the same sense, I think there's a lot of people who don't understand that Without a Crystal Ball, to me, always has a motive for everything that she does. So it's very, very hard for me to look at that as a genuine. I just don't think it was genuine, you guys. I just don't. But I still continue to say and will always say that I just don't think that she is capable of being decent. When she chose to start talking about Dre McCray and, more or less sticking up for Dre McCray, it was after Ms. Letitia had parted ways with her. Had she did it before, that'd be different. But everything was just like the perfect timing of her doing what she did. And I believe that till this day, if Ms. Letitia still wanted to work with her, that KJ would have worked with her. You know what I'm saying? But because Ms. Letitia chose to part ways, let's not forget the things that were done. Let's not forget the things that she did to Micah Stauffer. Even though Micah Stauffer, I can't stand Micah Stauffer, it didn't give her the right to do the things that she did. Okay? Let's not forget what she did to Tati and Tati's husband. Okay? Let's not forget the people that she's lied on. Let's not forget the people that she's doxed. Let's not forget these things. And these are things that I can't forget. Therefore, I can't give someone like her the benefit of the doubt. You can't. It's impossible. Unless you're that type of person who wants to be disappointed. Unless you want to get screwed over eventually, then okay. Okay, then go ahead. Give her the benefit of the doubt. just don't be mad when it blows up in your face. Because what would have happened? I'll tell you what would have happened. Okay. Let's just say I would have gave her the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Let's just say I would have started talking to her. What do you guys think would have happened? Eventually, I would have started talking, maybe had a couple conversations with her. And then one day I would probably wake up to seeing screenshots of my messages blasted all over the internet. Now, remember, I have 5,000 subscribers. She has 400, or no, how many does she have? 200,000 subscribers. There's a big difference there. So I truly feel like that's probably what would have happened. I would have woke up one morning after I'm doing a commentary video about her. I would have woke up to, oh yeah, Tia says this, but here's the screenshots of her saying something completely different. But nobody's ever going to get me there, because that's never going to fucking happen, because I stay true to who I am, and I stand by my words. I stand by my words. Just because I'm not talking about Without a Crystal Ball now doesn't mean I'm never going to talk about her again. You know what I'm saying? Because I still think that she is a problematic creator. I still think that she is that person that is very capable of hurting someone, just like Megamouth, hurting someone to a point where they feel like they have no way out. Because you never know what people are going through behind closed doors. And when you are being bashed and slandered and bullied, you just don't know the extremes that you can take people to when you treat them like that. So that's just what I think would have ended up happening. I would have ended up, if I would have ended up talking to her, then everything would have been cool. And then one day I'm gonna wake up and see a screenshot of my messages on Twitter, Facebook, fucking YouTube. That's why I had to keep it short. Sorry, I had to dash out. But did you know Megamouth's son? No, I did not. Booty shots. I did not know that. That's wonderful. I could care less about Megamouth. Tia, they can only hurt you if you let them. Exactly. Hello. Tia, did you see Kool-Aid clip of Megamouth saying her son left? Really? No, I didn't, stranger. Exactly. Someone you think is living large could be fighting addiction or other problems behind the scenes. You never know the true story. Amen. And that's my major problem with Without a Crystal Ball. She goes very low, and I've seen her, you guys, I've just seen her lie about so much. So I've never really been that type of person who didn't give the benefit of the doubt. That's the thing that shocks me about myself. I'm usually that person that says, okay, let me give this girl a chance, but I just couldn't with her, because all I would do is sit there and think about how many people she's hurt, how many people I've watched her hurt, how many people I've seen her dox and, go too far with. And there's just no way I could ever give someone like that the benefit of the doubt without showing a different pattern of behavior. And she hasn't shown that, and right now, yes, the topic has been Megamouth because of everything that Megamouth does and continues to do. But Without a Crystal Ball does not stop. Okay? She does not stop. She just keeps going and going and going. She may be laying low a little bit and not doing the doing the extremes that she normally does, but that's because, you guys, she's in lawsuits. That's why she's kind of laying low right now and being more careful about the things that she says. Like, you literally said that Venus and Serena, you singled them out. I could never, ever look at someone like her and say, maybe she's changed. But that's how I used to be, you guys. YouTube has changed me a lot. YouTube has turn me into a person, not cold, but very standoffish and always looking at people sideways, because you never know what people's intentions are. You never know what people are capable of. And I have seen and had done to me some of the lowest things that you could ever fucking possibly believe. And I will not, I repeat, I will not ever let myself be there again. Ever. I wonder if they would address you like that in person. Who? Hello? Hold on, let me go up. Are you friends with? No. No, I don't know where you would get that from. All I was talking about was how she reached out to me. Never once did you hear me say a friend. No. I would never be friends with somebody like that. She would use it against you. Yes, she would, Victoria. Yep. Eventually, it would have been used against me. If I would have had a conversation with her and, let's just say, told private things to her, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Which I'm sure there's a lot of people that do that with her because they think, oh, maybe she's changed, and it was nice of her to reach out to me. But in that same sense, it's very hard for me to, how many private messages Without a Crystal Ball has leaked? She leaked her private messages with Miss Letitia, Ms. Wynette. She leaked her private messages, I think, probably with every single person that she has disagreed with. It could be just a disagreement. And here, Without a Crystal Ball is leaking her messages with that person. You can't trust people like that. You just can't. She's not a trustworthy person. If you want people to look at you in a different way, then be a different person. KJ is a dirtbag just like the other one. Amen. KJ is heartless in my opinion. That's the thing. I think that's mostly what I'm meaning by this. She's very heartless. She's very calculated. And although I thought that was very nice that she reached out to me, I still don't think it was genuine. I just don't. Because I feel like if it was genuine, other things, she would have reached out to me a long time ago. That's just my opinion. True. I know it's changed me within these past few months. So many things has changed me here with YouTube, and it sucks that you have to be this way, it sucks that you have to always constantly question everything and look at people sideways. And eventually, if that person proves you wrong, then you're wrong. And if that person shows you, look, I'm not like these other idiots out here, then okay. But if that person doesn't, then they don't. But you always have to look at people sideways as a creator, especially people like Katie Joy. I'll never forget when I watched her dox Miss Letitia and treat Miss Letitia and her family like they were just criminals, just horrible criminals. And it was something from their past, and they were treated very differently than other people that she has collabed with, partner with, whatever you want to call it, other people that she has associated with when it came to a story or a case. She never treated them the way she treated Ms. Letitia and her family. I feel like Ms. Letitia was treated very differently. And it's not okay to put out people's public records. It's not okay to dox people. It's not okay to do these things. And I think sometimes people forget that Without a Crystal Ball was saying the same thing that Mega Mouth is saying now, except for it was a while ago and she stopped. She doesn't do that anymore. She's playing it safe, but for a while there, she did whatever she could to change the narrative. Okay. Now, what did you guys want me to bring up? I could be indifferent. What she has done to those Duggar children is awful. It won't stop. And it's never going to stop, because as long as it's filling her pockets, it's not going to. I just don't see her being capable of change. I think once you get to a certain point when it comes to YouTube and you've done the things that she has done, and because there hasn't really been that much consequence to her actions, the only way it's going to stop with her is when there are consequences. And that's why I hope 7M wins. I do, because I think maybe that might be the one thing that she needs to make her understand you can't do these types of things. You can't lie on people's businesses. You can't slander and bash people and talk about people. And, you know, I'll never forget what she did to Tati. I'll never forget what she did to Tati's husband. I'll never forget a lot of the stuff that she's done. I've watched her do so much shady shit, you guys. So much. And even with LB, she did LB horribly. Like, there's just no way I could ever be okay with somebody like her. Ever. Until that pattern, that behavior changed, which I don't see it changing, because I feel like for her, she feels like it's working for her. So why should she change? But it's not. Do you forever want people? Is this what you want your legacy to be? Do you really want people to look at you and say she doxes people, she slanders people, she does horrible things to people, she's a horrible human being? That's what you want your legacy to be? I don't know, y'all. Okay, hold on. Let me see what Stranger was saying. Steph CF, I'm so glad you're honest, to be honest about everyone. I feel like she has an agenda towards you and grasping for straws. You don't need that legal drama. Girl. You're right. Like I said, it was very surprising, like I said, when she did. And I just didn't want that conversation to continue because, like I said, you can't trust her. I could say anything to her, and then, you know, a month later I wake up, oh my gosh, what's my text message? What's my private messages doing up on display here for? Okay, no. What were you saying, Stranger? She is not to be trusted. Social media has changed a lot of us, even non-creators. I'm glad that it has changed you guys as subscribers too. I think it's important to just be careful about the people that you support. I agree with that. Joining, I agree with that. It should change you as a subscriber. It should make you kind of look at some, you know, some of the creators that you once supported, or maybe that you still do support, as different, because I think it's very important to pay attention to people's actions. I think it's important to pay attention to the way creators act, the way a creator moves, if they have integrity. Yes, you would have. She can't stand for anyone to do good. If she thinks things are getting better for you, it's over. Right, Nancy? I think it's sad fishing. Well, she has the money and a big mouth. Bought him a car, but yet she's oh, okay. So yeah, you guys were telling me that Megamouth's son left. Yeah, look at the way a creator moves. Pay attention to the way she treats, the way that creator treats her subscribers, her supporters, the way a creator talks to her supporters. Pay attention to if a creator is pretty much creating an echo chamber in her chat, he or she, whatever. Because it is I feel like that's very important. You want to pay attention to the creators who don't want you to think for yourself. Because if you start being around creators that create an echo chamber in their chat, and if you say something that they don't like, they block you, that's not a creator that you want to support. Unless you're okay with sharing the same mind as that creator. And yes, pay attention to creators that ask you for money. Yes, Yes. If it's always, especially bigger creators, it's always a great thing, you know, when you get super chats and memberships. Yes, that's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful feeling. And for, you know, for smaller creators, that like that goes to my channel. That's a wonderful thing. However, when you see a creator that's constantly begging all the time, that they're here for one reason and one reason only, you guys, and it's not to be a creator. Let's put it that way. Somebody sent me something. Okay, let me go and pull it up here. Let me see. Okay, who sent me what? Somebody said they sent me something. Oh, I like Molly Don't Shoot Me. I haven't really seen her in a month since all the new Quentin case either. You're entitled to like whoever you want to like. Nobody's going to stop you from liking her. We don't like her. But you're your own person and you can like whoever you want to like. There's nothing wrong with that. I didn't realize Pennsylvania was so damn close to New Jersey. She has no excuse to see her mom. I agree with that, stranger. So somebody said that they sent me something. Time decides who you meet in life. Your heart decides who you want in your life, and your behavior decides who stays in your life. I agree, Kisme. I agree 100%. Sent you a video on Messenger. Okay, let me look because I don't see it. Wait a minute. I think I see it. Hold on.
So Anna is sharing a picture of a bunch of toilet paper coming off a toilet roll. And she is so grateful that she has the ability to laugh at this and not get angry. And she literally is thanking God.
Can you guys see how irresponsible she is? And that's what I'm talking about. But it's okay. You know, people forgot about that because, yes, she's no longer speaking. She's been able to walk away and, you know, not be held accountable for some of the things that she, some of the rumors that she has spread. But it's just remember these things she was doing, the same things that Mega Mouth is doing now, she was doing as well. She just stopped because Ms. Letitia parted ways with her. Great video, and I will put it in the description. Hold on, I will put it in the description, and I'll do the best I can to remember. I forget sometimes, but I will.
And I got a DUI when I was 24 years old. Wow. So I already did a video yesterday about Aaron Carter and how he went ahead and called TMZ and asked them to show up. And he's been doing all of these interviews on YouTube, and he's been constantly live streaming on his Instagram. And he's been doing a lot of kind of very manic type things, or maybe drug-induced behaviors. Aaron Carter, obviously we talk about him on this channel. We have been covering the stories related to Aaron Carter on our channel. It's been a wild few months of him going on Instagram. I have been following what's been going on with Aaron Carter for a while. Following the recent meltdown and erratic behavior of Aaron Carter. It's the hypocrisy for me.
Good video. She did a really good job. I will put that in the description. And that's what I'm talking about. Even with Aaron Carter, you guys, like, all of a sudden now she's trying to act like, you know, she's so sad. There's a reason why she even said there's a reason why she never talked about Aaron Carter that much, that people used to beg her to do a video on him. Don't worry, I'll talk about this again. But it's like now she's like literally said she did do a video on Aaron Carter. It's like the hypocrisy. Can I really I can't give somebody like that the benefit of the doubt. No matter how much I could try to, I can't. you know, she's just not a good person, you guys. She's just not. No matter which way I look at it, she can never be a decent human being. She can never look at things critically. If you disagree with her, you're blocked. You know, if you're not perpetuating her narrative, she's done with you. And I wasn't about to sit there and go back and forth with messages with somebody that I know within a month, those messages will be fucking blasted all over fucking Twitter and Instagram and shit. No. So that's why I wanted to tell you guys about that, because I feel like it was actually really eating me that I hadn't told you guys. I actually forgot for a while until I went through my Instagram. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot she had messaged me one day. So I just wanted to show you guys and use that as an example of, not show you, but read it to you, to use that as an example of how much YouTube has changed me. Because if this was a year ago, I would have talked to her. Maybe not a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. But, and I'm not saying that YouTube has turned me cold. YouTube has made me more aware, and it's made me more standoffish, and it's made me more alert to people. It's made me be more cautious before I proceed. And I'm glad. I'm glad that it made me more cautious. I'm glad that it makes me look at things in a different way, because to be honest with you, you guys, I've lost people that I thought really were my friends here on YouTube, and for no reason, you know. How I look at it as they turned out to be completely different from what I thought they were. People can pretend very good. People are good at pretending. And the only thing that I have ever asked, you know, and what I always ask from any of you, is to always keep it 100 with me. If you have some feelings about something, or if you feel some type of way, don't hesitate to talk to me about that. Because if you don't talk to me about that and you have animosity, it only ends in your demise, not mine. And I will always come to people if I have a problem. I feel like the only way you can find a solution to any problem is by communicating. And if you don't communicate, then there's no solution. And don't expect things out of people. I don't expect things out of people. And I don't expect for people to expect things out of me. And it's very simple, but I look at it like this. If this was a year and a half ago, I would have spoke to her. So it kind of brought me to reality of how much YouTube has changed me as a person, and how much I look at things differently now, and how, unfortunately, I look at people sideways, you know, and it doesn't always last. And I've met some great people. It doesn't always last, but in the same sense, it does blow up in your face if you don't look at people sideways. And I think it's more or less as a creator, you get that way. As a creator, you're always questioning things and questioning people's motives and why they do things. And I feel like that's normal. You should have those questions, especially if you have a past with YouTube of people doing those things to you, you know? So even though you may look at someone sideways, you should still always give somebody the benefit of the doubt, especially if you don't know them. You know what I mean? Like, I think Stranger's great. I think, you know, all my mods are great. All my mods. I think Rand's great. I think Aesop is great. I think Kisme is great. I think Victoria's great. Care Bear. I think all my mods are great, you know, and I think eventually you get to learn people and learn who they truly are. And once you learn who they truly are, then you stop looking at them sideways. If you see that there's no malicious intent and they're not shady or anything, then guess what? You know, then you say, wow, it's like a relief. I can look at this person and not have to look at them sideways. And maybe I actually can be pretty cool with this person, you know? So it all happens in due time. There's only a few I follow. Tia, 10 to Life, and CC. Well, I am so honored, Running Bear. Thank you. Tia, oh, thank you. You're pretty great as well. Thank you, Care Bear. Thank you, stranger. Love you. So eventually that sideways will go away, but sometimes it doesn't. I just know that I just remember how I used to be and how naive I used to be, especially with giving people the benefit of the doubt. And I would have just started talking to her. Oh, really? Okay. Well, thank you for messaging me. So what do you think about this? And what do you think about that? And oh, yeah. And I probably would have had a conversation with her. I'm not going to lie. But now, and it's not, I don't think it's being naive, to be honest with you. I think it's just trying to see the good in people. Everyone does. You should, right? But when I started thinking about her and when she was messaging me and the horrible things she's done, I'm like, ew, this is cringe. Like, I don't want to talk. No, I can't talk to her. She's a horrible human being. She's hurt so many people, you know? So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I thought that was important. So there was another video. Let's go, and a video that I'll bring up that somebody asked. It's on the Kool-Aid channel, right? We think you're great too, Chase Meal. Don't let others destroy your peace and your integrity. Thank you, Kismay. I think you're amazing. You guys are all amazing. Yeah, yes, they are. They're amazing. I think she's decompressing a bit. Don't worry. I nag her / speak to her a lot. She's just taking a break tonight. Methinks. Who are you talking about, sweetie? Hold on, let me go up. Yeah. But Tia, you're nothing like KJ. I would never be like her. I don't know how she got the way that she is, but I think she's always been like that. And she's a fucking devil worshiper. That's just my opinion. Okay, oh yes, Rianne, where is she? I hope she's doing good. Thank you, Rock Serenity. Yes, all your mods are sweet. A reflection of you. That's what I want. Thank you, Ari. What was I just saying? Oh yeah. So you guys wanted me to bring up something on the Kool-Aid channel about Molly's son, Mega Mouth's son, leaving. Oh my God. It's probably just another lie she's telling, because that's all she does is lie, because she's a fucking liar. She lies about everything. I can't stand her either. I can never, ever give somebody like her the benefit of the doubt either. She is a horrible, disgusting vile, disgusting human being that does not belong on YouTube. I cannot stand her. I cannot stand her. Period. Let me type in here. Kool-Aid channel, you guys? Kool-Aid. I love that name. Oh my God, I see the title. Oh boy. Okay. Let's just do the audio. It was clickbait. Her son left her chocolate. I'm imagining entire apple dipped in chocolate. I love when Tia talks about Molly. I despise Molly like no other. I could care less about everyone else. You guys see, everyone watches me for their own reasoning. Some people watch me because of my commentary on Without a Crystal Ball. Some people watch me because of my commentary on just Maybase. Everybody watches you for their own different reasons. And this is a commentary / makeup channel. So of course, these are problematic creators that I will always continue to talk about because nothing's changing. And yes, I do think that KJ is a horrible, nasty person. I do. However, I still think that Megamouth is worse. And the reason why is because of my personal experience with Megamouth and the things that she has done, the people she has doxed, the people that she continues to bash. Even what she's doing now to Miss Letitia is making me sick to my stomach. Okay, she's literally, I really truly believe that her next task is to turn her audience against Miss Letitia. That is what I feel like she is concocting. Like she's trying to think of a strategy. What's my plan? How am I going to get everyone to turn against Miss Letitia and think she's a horrible person? And I think it's because Miss Letitia finally saw the light and said, I don't want anything to do with this disgusting, vile piece of shit human being. And I commend Miss Letitia for that because it does take courage. I always thought that Miss Letitia was kind of maybe, I don't want to say intimidated because I don't think she was, but I think Miss Letitia was more or less kind of like, what would she do if I did kind of, just got away from her, kind of, I don't know, not technically cut her off. Well, I guess so. What would she do if I cut her off? I'm sure Miss Letitia thought, is she going to lie about me? Is she going to tell about things that happen behind the scenes? Is she going to do those things? I'm sure Miss Letitia thought about all of that. And I truly believe that, yes, Ms. Letitia has made some mistakes. I believe there's things that she could have done differently as far as when it comes to being transparent. But you also have to understand, you guys, that a lot of the things that she was doing, she was taking advice from Megamouth. Okay, it's happened live. We have heard Megamouth say to Miss Letitia, don't tell people this, don't tell people that. And we don't even know for sure if Miss Letitia did cut ties with Megamouth, but it seems to be that way because I've been seeing different comments that Megamouth has been leaving about Miss Letitia, and it's like she's taking baby steps, but she is ultimately, her strategy is to turn her audience against Miss Letitia. I really think that's the next task that she has strategized. And I will honestly say that not on my watch, she's not going to. I mean, she can do that with her people because they think the way she does. They all want to have the same brain as her. Okay, so that's fine. But I am not going to let her bash Ms. Letitia because at the end of the day, I don't feel that Ms. Letitia deserves that. I don't think she deserves that. But I do think that is, I think Megamouth is that type of person where if you cross her, she is going to, or if you disagree with her, if you have obviously your own brain, she is going to do whatever she has to take you down. I truly feel like she thinks that she owns this family. I think she feels like this family owes her something. Because if you ever pay attention to the things that Megamouth says, one of the main things that she always says all the time is, I have done so much for this family. I've done so much more than any other creator. I've done so much. I've given so much. So therefore, to her, she thinks that she owns them. So for Ms. Letitia, if Ms. Letitia did part ways with her, can you imagine what she thinks and how she feels about that? Especially because she thinks she's done so much for this family. So, like I said, get ready and watch her, because I feel like she's taking her steps to trying to turn everyone against Miss Letitia. And it's disgusting. It shows you the horrible human being that woman is. But one thing I will say is I will be right here on my channel making sure that everyone sees Megamouth for the foul, nasty, disgusting piece of shit that she is. And that is my opinion. And I'm talking about her as a human being. I will let people know. I will not let her throw Ms. Letitia under the bus like that without saying something about it. Because nobody deserves to be treated that way. And don't nobody owe you fucking shit. Okay? Just because you did things for her, so what? That means you own them now? Does that mean that you own whatever move they make, whatever step they take, whatever they find out, they got to go running to you to make sure that you know everything and every aspect of what's going on with Marvon because you gave them money, because your supporters gave them money? So that means that you donated money to her because you had a motive, right? Is that what that means? You had a motive. I do something for you, you do something for me. You didn't donate to her because you wanted to, or because you were being generous, because you were being sincere, because you were being genuine and you genuinely wanted to help this woman. You donated to her because you wanted something in return. That is what is disgusting about that woman. Just like she kept saying, oh, I gave Tia $100 super chat. And I didn't ask you for that $100 super chat. And that means that you donate, you gave me a super chat because you thought what? That I was just going to go along with whatever narrative you went with. What you forget to realize is I was never ever a part of your, I had no alignment with you. I wasn't a part of your so-called Molly Go Lightly camp. I had nothing to do with you. Okay? When you give super chats and you choose to be a membership, you do that because you genuinely like the creator that you're watching and you want to support that creator. You don't expect things in return. If you're doing it and expecting something in return, then you have an agenda. And I truly believe that that is why she's pissed and sitting there trying to throw Miss Letitia under the bus, because she wants something in return. She feels like they owe. It's almost like she feels like she bought them. People are not for sale. Some people are. Maybe she is, Megamouth. But not everybody thinks the way that she does. So don't even go ahead, try to throw her under the bus and see what happens. People are going to be in an uproar. People are going to do whatever they can to be there and support Miss Letitia 100%. Because if anyone like you who goes against Miss Letitia, as much as people can't stand you, and as much as people know what a horrible human being that you are, they're going to stand with Miss Letitia, not you. All we can do, she has to want help and want change. I've been there. Ms. Letitia is Vaughn McCrae's mother. Yes, Ms. Letitia is Vaughn's mother. MGL donated so people would follow her lead. She did. And I feel like she used her audience, because obviously she's using her audience to donate to Ms. Letitia, because I do think that she feels like if she gives people money, she's buying that person's loyalty. She is pretty much solidifying in her head Now they have to come to me. Now they will have an obligation to me because look at what I'm doing for them. That's not the way it works. When you do things for people, you do it out of your heart. And if you're not doing it out of your heart, then don't do it at all. But she thinks that money, which money is the root of all evil, she thinks that her money can just buy anything, including people. And that's not the way it works. And Without a Crystal Ball thought the same thing too. Why do you think she asked for her donation back? She asked for her donation back because things weren't going her way. Period. The thing is, Mega Mouth is very racist. I think so too, Peg. I know she is. Absolutely know she is. I think she is a hardcore racist, to be honest with you. If you can sit there and say black people can't swim and all the things that she made up that I said about her, I truly feel that she is. And I think that definitely contributes to why she thinks she owns Ms. Letitia. All those lies that she told. Did you really think that Ms. Letitia wasn't watching? All those times that I proved all of the horrible things that you said about black people, you don't think Miss Letitia was watching that? Or how you said black women don't like you? I'm just saying. People are smarter than you think that they are. For some reason, you just happen to think that everybody surrounded around you is dumb. That's not true. You don't believe anything that any people don't believe what you say. Everything that comes out of your mouth is a lie. Just to make sure I put that out there. You lie about everything. Okay? Everything. I would not I don't even believe I don't believe anything this woman says. Anything. I think MGL had cash apps in Miss Letitia's name because there was like five access. Miss Letitia didn't know anything about Cash App. I remember that. As a matter of fact, I posted on my community post about that, Running Bear, a while ago. And I actually posted all the Cash Apps that were pretending to be Miss Letitia. So that's a good theory. That was debunked that you really didn't see him. You want to know why? Because when you say that you seen him, he was doing his a concert in Las Vegas. So how in the hell did you see him if he was in Las Vegas? Were you in Las Vegas? No, you weren't. You didn't see him. You lied. That's also something that I proved on my channel. So make sure you check that out. I'll put it in the description below because she's lying about that. She did not see him. And she's talking about Nick Carter. That's a lie. Well, maybe if you're so tired, you should take your ass to bed instead of coming on live, falling asleep in front of the camera. Maybe you should think about doing that instead of worrying about YouTube. Maybe you should go and get some rest. Then people wouldn't be saying that you need rehab, because it definitely looked like you did. Wow. That's just, and look, I cannot, I seriously don't understand how you can't hear this. You can't hear this in the background because it's not on mute. This entire start of her channel was to convince the world that Nick Carter did not essay a female, and she drugged that woman through the dirt. I remember that. I did a video on that as well. She's now saying Nick won't be at Aaron's funeral. I bet he goes. She acts like she knows it all. When did she say that? That's horrible. Jesus, what doesn't she lie about? She lies about everything. It was on Twitter, Facebook. She tries to buy herself a clear, clean conscience. It was on live. I heard Molly is giving Mallory money to buy her a truck. What? MGL victims are many more than KJ victims, in my opinion. Wonder how proud she is of that. Well, she can sit there and say that she doesn't think that she is as bad as KJ. She even tried to say I was worse than KJ. Like, really? Go look on any, go try to find somebody that I've doxed. You never will. Go try to find somebody that I've slandered. You never will. Go try to find somebody that I've bullied. You never will. Because I don't roll like that. I don't bully people. I don't dox people. I try to be a decent human being. And I don't have to try. I just am. Okay? You, on the other hand, will never be a decent human being. Let me see why this isn't working. I don't know why it's not working. Hold on, let me see.
He loved him. And he wanted the respect back. He wanted all of the mouths around Nick to just shut the fuck up. He always used to say, I want all these people that trying to get into the middle of me and my brother.
What? Billy Joe confirmed they found baby Q. Are you lying?
I don't believe that. I don't believe it. I don't believe anything that these lowlifes say. I'm sorry. Carl and Q, guess what? My son left me. I'm sorry. Carl and Q, guess what? My son left me. He left one of those apples. And being that me and Justin did nothing but eat. Oh, you don't get this apple. I'm gonna try one of your apples that you sent me. Remember she was talking about the fancy apples that she sent? Jake actually sent one for me. Yeah. Aaron did tell me that he wanted all of the negative, shitty people that came between him and his brother's relationship to get the fuck away. Nick is not as stupid as people think, and nor is Aaron. A lot of people think that they're both stupid. That I noticed. It's not true. Oh shit, the stick came out. Ooh, okay. So am I just supposed to just stick this big thing right into my big fat mouth?
So when you call people lowlifes, are you talking to your audience, or who exactly are you talking about when you're calling people lowlifes? Because to me, it sounds like you're talking to your audience. I think you think everyone is lower than you, but that's all in your delusional brain. Okay.
Who's a stalker? Me? Listen, me and Nick Carter go way fucking back. I just saw him a couple months ago. And there's no way I was standing on a line of 60 fucking girls to say hi to him and pay the fuck out of here.
As I just told you guys, she did not see Nick Carter. Okay. Again, that was debunked. She said that she's seen Nick Carter as she was walking somewhere and he stopped her and talked to her. That's a lie. Nick Carter is obviously part of the Backstreet Boys, and you guys know that, and he has a residency in Las Vegas. How is it that you seen him and you started talking to him, but yet at the time where you say you were talking to him, he was singing in Las Vegas with the Backstreet Boys? And I'll also put that in the description if I remember too, where it was proven that that was a lie. And Makeup Mobster also proved that as well. She did not see Nick Carter. She's fucking lying. One time when Molly was on a BBC call, she pretending to be black and told the guy that she was a big black queen. I can't believe nobody clipped that. It's funny how the things that people actually do let her get away with, because I remember when so many people, and still to this day they do, when so many people were telling me that if this was her, constantly referring to somebody else, another creator, and that happens to be a white creator, and her constantly making derogatory comments and referring to that creator as a transgender and saying horrible things about that creator, that so many people would have been in more of an uproar. But because it was me as a black creator, and you guys know that, here on YouTube, it is harder for black creators to thrive. It is definitely harder for black creators to be successful here on YouTube. So it makes sense to me. But for a lot of people, they were like, more people should be outraged over this because it's a horrible thing to do. It's derogatory statements, the things that she was saying. A lot of people were surprised that it wasn't talked about more. So it doesn't surprise me that nobody would clip that. And maybe they just missed it at that point. I don't watch her, so I wouldn't have seen it. Excuse me, but if I would have seen it, I damn sure would have clipped it for sure.
He's the one who's like, Marissa! And I had sunglasses. I didn't even recognize me. I'm wearing sunglasses. And he goes,
released his first album at 9. Yeah, no one said anything about him being found.
You know what? A lot of people on YouTube went out of their way to hurt him. A lot. A lot of people. and they were relentless. Yeah, it was an accident. I'm sure it was an accident. They went after Aaron Carter so bad. I was out of it. I was so out of it yesterday. I don't blame anyone for thinking. I saw all the comments where people were telling me to go to rehab. And listen, if I called up a rehab to get me a bed, they wouldn't. I was just overtired. I got no sleep at all for days. That's when you crash and burn. My sister and I got some bad news about my mother. We got some bad news about my mother's health. And I had an episode in front of my mother, in front of my son and my husband simultaneously. And then they went to their game practice. And then I went on here after I found out that Aaron passed away. I was exhausted and I was dozing off. Well, guess what? I was dozing off on the plane. I was dozing off at the airport. I was so tired, so dehydrated. And whatever resulted of that, it's not because I need rehab. It's because I am tired. Okay?
We woke up at like 8 or 9 o'clock that morning and we went straight out.
But I stayed up all night, remember?
Yes, and we stayed up all night. We was on the Amber channel. Tinder Life hasn't posted anything, guys. I looked.
Had I not heard anything about Aaron, I would have had already been asleep. But just doubt. I knew that if I went to sleep, my phone was going to be blowing up and saying, "Oh my God, did you know about Aaron? Did you know about Aaron?" Hi, Bobby. You're so cute.
Well, see, that's the thing though. Like I said, if you think that people saying that you need to go to rehab, well, obviously, if you're that tired, then go to sleep. Like, why would you come live? What do you expect people to say? The talking with food in her mouth, the belching, it irks me. It's disgusting. I don't know how people think that shit is cute. I don't get it. Aaron is ultimately responsible for his addiction. I'm sorry he didn't recover as many survive it. Yeah, it's sad. It's very, very sad that he didn't survive it. It is because he was so young, you know, and we've all watched him pretty much deteriorate, you know, and it's just, it's horrible in my heart. My condolences goes out to his family, you know, his girlfriend, he has a baby, you know, it's heartbreaking. I've been around narcotic abuse she was using in Savannah without a doubt. I agree, stranger. 100%. Still moving her jaw like crazy. She mimics Letitia and Wynette's voice. She talks about BBC without even realizing it's a derogatory stereotype of Black males. It is. But nobody cares, though. It's okay. It's okay for her to do that shit. Nobody cares. Like I said, I've always, even when she refers to, when she does the BBC, she refers to the Black men that she's talking about as mandingos. That is a racist term. And it's what slaves were called. Black slaves that were fighters, that they made into fighters, that's what they called them, mandingos. So for her to say that and not educate herself, she doesn't care because, in my opinion, she is a racist. That's just my opinion. Addicts will use any excuse for their habit. Please reclaim your power and seek recovery. Amen, Running Bear. No one made the right decisions in Aaron Carter's life. That's what it seems like. I didn't know much about him, but it definitely seemed like he was enabled in a lot of ways. For sure.
For sure. Yes. It's not a crime to be really, no, I don't think I have narcolepsy, but that's what it certainly looked like. It's not a crime to be very, very tired. What is this? Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves for saying they found Quentin. They just wander in here and believe everything that they see.
Thank you, Jennifer.
All right, this is who was calling me over and over again. Yes? Yes, Robbie, what's going on? I've been streaming. That's why I didn't pick up your 15 calls.
Are you live right now?
Yes.
Call me back later.
All right.
I need to ask you a question about the lady. You only have 18 guests.
Then count me out.
Count you out, bitch?
Yeah.
Why?
Because if you can only have 18, wouldn't you rather have your family there?
No, wait, no. Yeah.
No, my husband. No, just be me. Yeah, it's me. Bye. Oh yeah, Adrian. Hey, Adrian, you want to go to a gay wedding out in Las Vegas? Sure. Let me rearrange my life. Mike Stevens, I'm going to highlight your comments. When me and Justin,
Why do you have to call it a gay wedding? Why can't you just say a wedding? I don't understand. I don't understand. And then you have a gay man sitting on the panel with you and you say, hey, you want to go to a gay wedding? Like it's some entertainment fucking thing. Like, this is what I'm talking about. I cannot stand this woman. Like, I cannot. You make it seem like it's supposed to be like you're going to a circus and you're going to be entertained or something. Why not just say a wedding? Those are the type of things that bother me, you guys. She was doing the same thing with her tongue that MS does with hers, manipulating. And why would her husband not go? Us gays throw the raddest weddings. Of course, gotta let people know you're going, and so open and cool. It's just, I just don't understand why. I'm sure going to a gay wedding is, I don't understand why it has to be labeled. It's a wedding. It's a wedding. I'm sure, well, he didn't, no. Mm-mm. He didn't say anything to me about it, so.
I'm actually going to say something for everyone. Me and Justin were at the landfill. You guys would never have known that because we weren't streaming it. The things that we were doing on that very last day is my housekeeper. Hold on. Hello?
Hey, where's that, Tyler?
Yes.
I'm just letting you know I'm on my way. I stopped at T-Mobile to try and turn my phone on. That took longer than I thought it would.
Okay.
And I still didn't even get the system because they're giving me something wrong.
Can you pick me up some chicken nuggets and a Coke Zero?
Say that again?
Can you pick me up some chicken nuggets and a Coke Zero?
Yeah, where from?
McNuggets. Chicken McNuggets.
McDonald's?
Yeah. All right.
From Harrisburg. So
All right.
Might take me a little bit, okay?
All right.
What's up?
Yeah.
I also have your Banana Republic card.
All right, you can bring it to me. Don't worry.
All right.
Bye-bye.
See you soon.
I thought she was on a juicing diet or something. Isn't she? What happened with that?
Breaking news. Quentin Simon allegedly located. Okay. Marissa, you were so tired. Yes, I was. All right, so check this out. I'm going to tell you guys something, okay? Because you're not going to believe it. That last day, you don't know what we were doing. While the crackheads were streaming outside of the baby killer's house, we were at the DA's office. We were doing a small protest outside the DA's office. We were downtown. We were doing a bunch of things. We were down at the courthouse. We went down to the trailer park. We went down to the landfill. We got kicked out of all those places. We talked to the press. We told the press about themselves. Guess what? We didn't live stream this stuff because you want to know something? That's stuff that was meaningful. We did stuff that was actually meaningful. And what?
She's lying. She's lying. Right. That's a lie. I don't believe for 1 second that you did all of those things off camera. For one, I do not believe that for 1 second. And I'll tell you why. Because if she did all of those things, she would have been talked about doing those things. And I do not believe that she would not have filmed that. The only reason why she's saying that is because she knows that people who are doing commentary and who are giving their opinions about them being there, and who's she talking about? Crackheads standing outside of the house protesting. Are you talking about your own friends? Because the thing is that if you were doing all of these things, all of these important things that matter, the only reason why you're saying that is because you know that the people who do commentary and who put your ass on blast are saying, if you really cared about Quentin, baby Quentin, and where he's at in his life, you wouldn't be recording this, period. But you're sitting here saying that you did all of this stuff that nobody knows about. No, you were too busy trying to perpetuate the narrative that Marvon McCray is deceased, and you have no idea, no confirmation. Okay, so you expect for people to believe that you were behind the scenes and doing all of these things that weren't on camera? Bullshit. Bullshit.
Bullshit was being put out over there at the house has really no value to YouTube, because it just seems like YouTube wants to see the drama, wants to see arguing and the confrontation. That's not what I came there for. And we did some meaningful stuff. We had the pictures of the baby with all the marks, right? Thank you for clarifying that behind the crimes with Michelle. That's what we were doing. I told the press about, Andrew told the press about themselves, all this stuff. Listen, we're not going to show you all that, because why should we? So if you guys want to see all the drama and watch all that bullshit, guess what? All that.
Oh my God. So now you're going against the very people that you were standing outside of the house with? Like, what the actual fuck is wrong with this woman? Now you're throwing shade at the people who were the people you were protesting with. You're basically saying that the people you were protesting with weren't doing shit while you were doing the important shit. Then you sit there and say in one breath that you didn't film it, but then just now you say that you're not going to show anybody. Did you film it or didn't you? She is literally the biggest freaking liar on the internet, you guys. She's throwing shade because she thought she was going to make it big out there. She thought that she was going to profit. And when she's seen that she's not profiting, now you're hating. You're hating on the same people that you were standing outside of the house protesting with. And it's so funny. You will literally lie with a straight ass face. Like, literally. You lie so much, I don't even think she knows when she's lying. I don't. Mallory looked really uncomfortable being there when they were sticking that girl. Then doesn't show up the next day. Coincidence? I think not. If we got $1 for every lie she tells and has told, we'd be exactly. She injected herself into everyone's lives. She did. She did. She was making sure that anybody who was live, she was making sure but yet there were people who were watching her on camera. Lady, you got major issues, sweetheart. Major issues. Anytime you really, really will do anything to have all of the attention on you. And the sad part about it is nobody cares about you. And the fact that now you're throwing shade at your own friends, supposedly, when you were doing all the important stuff. The other people were just standing outside of the house protesting, but you were doing the important stuff, right? No. You weren't doing anything except for trying to be in everyone else's live streams, trying to be the center of attention, and it didn't work out for you. And you thought it was. But since it didn't, now you want to throw everybody under the bus like you always do. When are people going to learn not to get involved with this woman? Exactly. It's never, but it's always about her because she exploits victims. So she couldn't exploit little baby Quentin for money, so she left. And now she's throwing other people under the bus. The people that she was standing out there with. That's disgusting.
Stuff that they were trying to put on us, it boomeranged. They wanted a circus out there. They got a circus out there.
That is old news, guys. That is old news. That was from October 12th.
I yesterday when I got home, got a video, right, of a clown outside that house. Okay? That is not us. That is not us. There was someone in a clown suit. That's someone that's making fun of that baby's life. Okay? That's someone that's making fun of that baby's life. That's not us. So anyone making fun of this baby's life and saying that it's a circus, you can't attach that to Betty Bullhorn or Dolly or me or Mallory or Justin. You can't do it. Olivia, nothing. And I'm glad that you know. I'm glad that you know that that's not us. Why do you think that I said, you know what? We can't go back there. We cannot go back there. Yes, exactly. The junkies to make that. But guess what? Billy Joel's sitting up in that fucking house, and guess what? She misses it. I guarantee you, she misses all the attention. And why is it that with the laundries, right? They couldn't get a sign up like that quickly. They couldn't get police to arrest all those people. Why wasn't Jonathan arrested? Why wasn't he or I?
Listen, we can go out there anytime we want, Marissa.
Okay, I know that.
And I'm going to show people that today.
Bullhorn Betty was there for 20 minutes. Yeah. But do you think that Bullhorn Betty sent that clown or had anything to do with that clown? Yeah, famous, huh? Right. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And this Leilani, I finally saw a picture of her. She's not cute. She looks like she's fucking 12 years old. How are you going to say that this girl is fucking cute? She looks 12 years fucking old. She's got 4 kids by 4 different guys. I feel the same way. I'll never spend another dime in Savannah. Dolly says it's very possible that.
Why do things always have to resort to looks with her? Bullhorn Betty knows the law and the Constitution. Molly only knows how to be loud and obnoxious. I agree. I want to know that Adrian thinks about her going on a date. She went on a date. I think she left because she was afraid of going to jail like Dolly. She wasn't even covering the story to begin with, so I don't know why she was there. She was there because she thought she was going to profit off of it. That's why. The fact that, and I've said this before, she may not have covered the case. That's what I'm saying. What was her point of even going out there? She went out there, like, her reasoning is because she wanted to help Justin cover the case so she can just tag along with him, but she thought she was going to somehow profit off of it, and she didn't. Not like the rest, not like the others, not like Bullhorn Betty. And once she seen that she couldn't profit, in my opinion, that's why she left. Once she seen she couldn't exploit this little baby, that's why she left. But why does everything have to be resorted to looks with her? Nobody cares about this girl's looks. Okay, what people care about is, where is her baby? Where is baby Clinton? That's what people care about. Nobody is even fucking talking about her looks. But yeah, here you have Megamouth, of all things, talking about this girl's looks. Make it make sense.
Billy Joel being in that little biker place is ratting out druggies, right? I don't care about the people in that house of horrors. If that house was to light itself on fire, 3 kids. Wait, see, I'm now confused on how many fucking kids she has. And is she still getting baby presents? Kids. Wait, see, I'm now confused on how many fucking kids she has. And is she still getting baby presents? Wait, doesn't she have like a, or is that just one of the Crypt Keeper's jokes? Because the Crypt Keeper was trying to make up all these different lies and stuff like that. And I told everyone, so she's not pregnant? Okay, so she's not pregnant. The Amazon wish list says that she's pregnant. All right, whatever. But I don't believe anything the Crypt Keeper says anyway. I told everybody at that thing, I said, stop listening to her. She's nothing. She's no one. Her and her husband are never going to get down there because they are criminals and they are animal abusers. Did you know that? You probably didn't know that. Her and her gross husband are felons. I'm not a felon. Sorry.
No, wait, you're not. Okay.
Who would get her pregnant?
Didn't you steal money off of a stripper? You're the last person that needs to be talking about not being a felon. Too much documented evidence of you going to jail, all that kind of stuff. You're the last person that needs to be talking about anyone. Like, you literally stole money from a stripper. That's sick. How low could you possibly go?
Well, she was hoeing for drugs.
That's disgusting. It's a pug.
Pug.
She kept with us though. That's been getting pregnant on purpose to try to keep these guys. Ladies, that never happens.
Not all felons are created equal, and people that aren't felons out there probably should be felons, and people that are felons out there maybe shouldn't be felons.
A lot of women that get pregnant should not be pregnant. A lot of women that have been giving birth should not be having children at all. I think I had a dream that
Really, Brian?
I had a dream that I was pregnant last night. I think I did.
Does not commit felonies.
I need hydration.
Brian, you're so funny.
You're so cute. Hey, you're not gonna believe what I wouldn't leave behind in that apartment. Want to see? Justin?
Yeah.
Refused to leave the rice-a-roni. Says, come with me.
Rice-a-roni.
The San Francisco treat. And by the way, reminds me, don't bring a designer bag to a fucking.
They can drop my Patreon. Thank you, dear. Thank you to all the new Patreons.
I think it's safe to say that Justin is a fucking coward, and I will always look at him as a coward. I will always look at him as a follower. I will never look at him as a leader because he'll never be a leader, in my opinion. And with Megamouth, to me, she's only going to get worse. She's not going to get better. As long as she continues to be enabled and continues to think that she is invincible and untouchable, she will continue with this behavior and get worse, but it will blow up in her face because karma always bites you in the ass. Can't escape karma. Karma is real. I have absolutely no respect for someone who literally just sits there and agrees with what someone says, knowing damn well that the things that they are doing is wrong. He is probably one of Megamouth's biggest enablers. Justin is. And for those people who think, oh, I can't believe how much Justin has changed, he hasn't changed. He's always been like this. Sorry. I'm sorry. Nobody can change that drastically. I feel like he's always been fake. He's always been a sellout. He has always been a follower. He's not a leader. And I will always think that of him. And he is just as vicious, if not even more vicious than she is, especially when he continues to sit there and enable her. And the most important thing to say is I guess she's no longer juicing. I think it's safe to say that. Justin will not argue or educate her. No, he will not argue. She can sit there and be wrong about something. She's literally sat there and insulted gay people, and he's done nothing but just sit there. That is a coward to me, and I have no respect for cowards. So it's not easy to stand up for yourself. It's not easy to go against the masses. It's not easy to do those things, but it's necessary. It's necessary for your own mental health, your own well-being. You don't want people to look at you and align you with a person like that. But to sit there and pretty much justify and excuse this type of behavior that she does over and over and over again, I have no respect, because it's people like him that fuels her fire and fuels her to continue to be the piece of shit that she is. We're all very aware that if you go against her, she will do whatever she can to destroy you. So what? So what? Eventually you're going to come out on top anyway, right? I wasn't even involved with her. I had nothing to do with her except for I just happened to be talking about a story. She turned into the gatekeeper of the justice for Von's story. Well, she thinks she's the gatekeeper. She turned into the gatekeeper. So because I was calling without a crystal ball out, somehow she kind of, I don't know, intertwined us with each other, but there was no alignment with her. And the one time that I confirm something and say, this is not true. I don't understand why people are going around saying, sorry, I love mints, you guys. I don't know why people are going around saying that this report is not, that this report is fake, because it's real. She definitely went off. So that gives you a little taste of how she would treat her friends. And I wasn't even a friend of hers. Okay. People that are close to her, people that, you know, she knows things about. Imagine how she'll treat them. But at the end of the day, you still need to stand up for what's right. And if you, especially, you know, she's not doing right, you know, she's a horrible person. So stand up for what's right. And if you can't stand up for what's right, you're a coward to me. Period. Stranger says the first thing she did when she met Mallory is grab her boobs. They're so real. They are real. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I just don't. People like Justin, who enable this woman to continue to be the demon from hell that she is, that's a problem. She's like that freaking mean girl that constantly lies over and over and over again. Every word that comes out of her mouth. Oh, we were behind the scenes and we were doing everything that we were supposed to be doing, and we weren't standing out there protesting. We were doing important things. No, you weren't doing anything no different than anybody else. You were all up in everybody's live stream. Everybody's seen the shit that you were doing, especially when you're popping pills in your mouth, allegedly. That's just my opinion. We all seen the things that you were doing, and you didn't do shit. Okay. You did nothing to make a difference. You did nothing for little baby Quentin. All you did was go down there and run your fucking mouth because you thought that you were going to get in on a piece of the pie. You tried to take over and make sure it was no longer the Bullhorn Betty show, but it didn't work for you. So that's why you left. And trust and believe, if it was feeding her pockets, her ass would still be there. Okay? You'd still be down there. You'd still be in Savannah. If that was filling your pockets, you'd still be there. All right, you guys. They made it worse. Absolutely. They didn't make it better. Like, what did they do? What are they doing? Nothing. They've done absolutely nothing but cause chaos and give creators like me and other people content. That's it. AWP only works cold cases. She even admitted she got thrown out of every place she went. I believe that. Yep, no one cared about MGL. No. But it just bothers me because, like I said, people like Justin are what keeps her going. People yes people. Yes men. Whatever she says. Yep, you're right. She could literally freaking say that the sky is purple and they'll be like, yep, you're right. That sky is purple. Like, come on now. You know, like, you have to stand for something. Okay? Or you'll fall for anything. You could easily, you can be a coward and take the easy way out and never defend what's right and never defend yourself. And he's okay with sitting there being degraded by her, for her asking him disgusting questions about his life. Like, she's just a disgusting human being. And the longer you sit there and enable it, the worse she gets. So I have no respect for him. He's a horrible person. And don't get it twisted. It didn't just happen. He's been like this. Okay. You can't be friends with someone like that for this long and not be somewhat like her. Okay. If not completely like her. The people that make her feel beautiful and lied to her. Exactly. The people that lied to her. The people that tell her that she's beautiful when we all know she's not. The people that tell her she has a great personality. We all know she doesn't. The people that tell her that she's smart. The people that literally are yes men. The people that just say yes to whatever she says and agrees with whatever she says. Those are the only type of people she's going to surround herself with. And I try to understand people that may be afraid to part ways with her because they don't want the aftermath, the attack from her, but that, oh well. Okay? Grow up and understand that it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, just because you got the attack from her, it's not like you can't get through it. You can get through it. There's so many people that will be behind you and support you. Like, no, there's no excuse for this. There's no excuse for people constantly enabling this woman at all. All right, you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Of course, it was a long live again, as usual, but thank you guys for listening to me. I hope you guys got some of my points. Tomorrow, we will be doing a synopsis on the whole entire Marvin McRae story. We will be doing a synopsis from the beginning to the end because a lot of people don't know what happened. A lot of people have questions. So I just want to do try to sum it up as quickly as I can so people will understand what happened and the players that were involved in this story from the beginning to now. So we will be doing that tomorrow. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your night. Make sure that you tell someone how beautiful they are. Give them a compliment, okay? Because it's important. You never know how you can change someone's entire day just by telling them how beautiful they are or how handsome they are, whatever. And also remember how beautiful you are and how blessed you are. And you guys are all amazing. Thank you for being so interactive. I appreciate that because it doesn't always happen. And hold on, what am I looking for? Okay, I need to put that down. Thank you guys for being so sweet, so amazing, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have an amazing night. Love y'all, and have a good rest of your night. Have a good day tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Deuces.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit so sharp.